despite my actions inconsistent. Arrested, guilty, but you refresh my homepage. Connection, now I'll never be the same. If freedom is my chance to live, freedom's a chance to forgive. I'm gonna let it go, release the inside pain. Been going round in circles, I need to find a ride. But why, oh Lord, am I in doubt? Why, oh why am I in doubt? Aparo, kikaniwacho, kibulo ewia. Aparo, awiji with the heart of a warrior. Aparo, even when I'm lost, I know I'll find a way. The truth, the light, my light in the darkness. But I'm thinking. Aparo, kikaniwacho, kibulo ewia. Aparo, awiji with the heart of a warrior. Aparo, even when I'm lost, I know I'll find a way. The truth, the light, my light in the darkness. Aparo, kikaniwacho, kisebulo ewia. Aparo, awiji with the heart of a warrior. Aparo, even when I'm lost, I know I'll find a way. The truth, the light, my light in the darkness. Aparo, 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 aparo. Kikaniwacho, kise, kikaniwacho, kise, kikaniwacho,
Nimekupata wewe, dawa yangu ya roho mama, na nisijechelewa kuzikiri hisia. Kweli nimetembea panda shuka za dunia, lakini karejea na mahaba kapokea. Nilikupenda kweli mimi na mapenzi bado yapo, nikakutwika mzigo hata na ukavumilia bila mada. Nakupenda kila saa, ningependa angalau nikwambie wewe, na sasa tumeconnect kizenda, no cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda, no cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Skiza story kabla judge book, easy my body, easy how I look. Tuliza mori cause the ground shook, well fell from heaven with a bright look. Na unajua ni wewe nawaza mama, na unajua ni wewe usiku mchana. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda, no cap nakupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda nakupenda. Na sasa tumeconnect kizenda, maisha we, na bado unanichanganya changanya. Nikaimba nieleze, pambana na maisha we, na bado unanichanganya changanya.
Nasa tumeconnect kizenda, no cap na kupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda na kupenda. Nasa tumeconnect kizenda, no cap na kupenda, na chochote nitatenda, kutenda na kupenda.
Nikaimba nieleze, pambana na maisha we, na unanichanganya changanya.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
That guy has. Ninapendwa kote Mandala. Classic man swag ajidana. Haters wanna jump, tiny temper. Cause I got the heat, Mandara. Ukiniona hivi, magoti ninapiga na mdomo inakiri. Ya kwamba mi jasiri, ni vyema ukumbuke na subira itabiri. What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua, ulipewa we ya kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Chasing our dreams, we fly away. We are chasing our dreams, we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
Me and my band go get a champion and stallion with chic technique. Fit, ice cold, kwanini in a teta. No one on a corner had swagger so sweet. Already at the top, you can try but you can hold me. Even if it does get a little bit lonely. My life is so great like that tiger, Tony. Ask about me, you should really get to know me.
What is your name? How you feeling though? How far you go? That's up to you. Kila kitu chini ya jua, ulipewa we ya kuchagua. This is for those who dream with their eyes open, chasing their dreams, writing their names on the stars. Chasing our dreams, we fly away. We are chasing our dreams, we fly away. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa. Dream chaser, iko nini unateta? Dream chaser, haina ngori tunatesa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. A good morning to you. My name is Caroline Murote, and welcome to Sheversations. This is the show where we amplify female voices. We talk about everything women, everything woman, everything a girl, child. Welcome, karibu sana. The time is 13 minutes past 11, and I would love to know how your weekend was. Holla at me, please talk to me directly. Caroline_Murote on Instagram, at Caroline Murote on Twitter, Caroline Murote on Facebook, and at Carol Murote, CAROL Murote, MUROTE on TikTok and at Power Radio across all of those same platforms. Our hashtags are hashtag Sheversations, hashtag Sheversations with Caroline Murote, hashtag Power Radio, hashtag Tune In Power Up, and hashtag Art of Expression. So let me know how your weekend was. Nimeona hapa our neighbor pa your president, our president akona wageni. So nyinyi wenye mko positions in high places, tabu mtuambie. Please let me know what's going on. Let me know who's visiting us. Alafu nimeona Mazda Karo. Aki imenifurahisha guys. It's so cute and little, and it was a silver color. I liked it. And honestly, if anybody feels like gifting me a Mazda Karo, it already has my name on it. Do you understand? And then it's so weird when it's a man driving it, and I'm like, no, guys. Ebu, please, if you're a man, usinunue gari inaitwa Mazda Karo, okay? I make sense. Gift us. If you have a friend, a girlfriend, somebody called Caro, and you're driving a Mazda Caro, that's not your car anymore. Okay? Yeah, only nilikuwa kwa bike singemwambia, but next time I think, I'll do my due diligence of going like, excuse me, it literally has my name on it. So that line would work perfectly. It would work 100%. Yes, and kama uko na story a woman who's doing amazing things, if you are in touch with somebody that is making things happen for the girlies and making this world a better place for women and just the world to become more habitable, creating awareness, spreading awareness, and empowering women, let me know, and then we can have a conversation here on Sheversations, because these conversations are all about the she. And we have been ushered into the show by Aparo, that's Kato Changi and Lisa Odor Noah, and then we had Mapenzi ya Kizenda by Bro Code, and then we've had the fantastic Fee with Dream Chase, and right about now we're jumping into Energy by Polaris Pauline, MDQ and Mayonde, alafu tutaifuata na You Churchill King featuring Recap. My loves, my Sheversationalists, just stay tuned. I'm gonna see you in a bit, and this is For You. Please enjoy.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Maisha ina stress but sitachoka, manake mimi staya mimi nyota, Mungu peke ndio mimi nitaogopa, kepeka zuna choma daily na meremeta, form yangu ni kutesa, usikol kama si pesa, bade najipeleka, inaselela dombola, mande mana lose composure, we catch flies, now feelings, leo tuna dance kwa ceiling, don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy, let's say goodbye, just fly around me, let's spend some time, just spend some time with me.
Feeling important, feeling like something is coming all over me. Feel like a soldier, feel like I'm going to war with the enemy. I've gotten older, I'm very comfortable with my identity. It's never over, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm willing. I'm feeling hypnotized, I'm feeling like a child. I need to realize I'm feeling so alive. I take off my disguise and I get myself the prize. I don't mean to be shy, all I can do is try.
Don't waste my time, don't miss my energy, don't kill my vibe, don't miss my energy, let's say goodbye, just fly around with me, let's spend some time, just spend some time with me.
Some people search and seek until they find the light. Some people think that everything they think is right. Some people don't believe in peace, they want to fight. Some people not my type, some people not the vibe. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa, maisha yetu imebarikiwa. Shangilia, pango yote imepangiliwa, shida yetu yote tatuliwa,
maisha yetu imebarikiwa.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
One time, two time. You already know now. We captured you since I met you, Jesus. You, since I met you. Yeah, yeah. I met this man and he changed my life. He told me that he had to pay a price, and the price that he paid on that ragged cross poured his blood for me. I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, it's another new chapter. Holla, I'm doing it for the master. Saved by grace, I'm no longer a disaster. Spirit of a billionaire, no, I'm not a hustler. It all started the day I met him on the cross. The day I gave my life to him without the teams on. That was the day I sang a new song. Amazing grace forever, sweetest sound. I surrender, who am I to boss? Salute to the most high, I can never floss. He's the boss, man, believe me, he's the boss. I can always sing it when the beat drops. I'm on for the game cause I'm out of the cage. I'm not for the fame but I'm here for the church. Christ is the way, the truth and the life. No longer in darkness, I'm walking in light. The wages of sin can never be life. No longer losers winning the fight. He died on the cross to save my life. No longer since I met my life.
Since I met you, since I met Jesus, I've never been the same. Since I met Jesus, I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed.
And you'll be back again, recap at Church of Kings, spitting truth from the booth, loosen the noose that we having fellas chucking deuces to their own. And haters do their best just to magnify the wrongs, but really I'm sorry. My faith only bothers with he who bought me. Therefore I ain't praised with the talk of men around me. My journey is between me and the one who started it in me, for he built me to inhibit the spirit that is within me.
They told me I needed more exposure, like if I was taking a photo in inferior light. I started to see myself in an inferior light. Samsung, Sony, I had many stereotypes. Now I put bars in your faces, I don't read your rights. I got some advice so you don't get consumed by these lights. A word from the wise, gotta keep your eyes on the prize. Nairobi for Christ, look at how he paid all the price.
Since I met you, since I met Jesus, I've never been the same. Since I met Jesus, I'm forever changed. I'm forever changed.
And you ain't gotta change, cause he loves you anyway.
Come as
just
you
come
are.
as you are.
You'll be forever
and
changed.
you'll be forever changed.
Come as you
ain't gotta change,
cause
he loves you anyway.
Come as
just
you
come
are.
as you are.
You'll never be the same. Since I met you, since I met you, I met this man and he changed my life. Since I met you, I met this man and he changed my life.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Baby, look how far
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Karibu tena to Sheversations. My name is Caroline Murote. If you are just joining me right now, the time is 26 minutes past 11. And Sai, I want us to talk about something. Yes, it's a beautiful, beautiful Monday. And I want you to know, to know from you. I want you to know, Pia, what I'm thinking. But I want to know from you, is it really, is a woman's place really in the kitchen? And a squeezy, have women forgotten their place? That is a question I have, because I know isn't the vitu tunakwanga na very, very, very strong opinions about. And I want you to give me feedback. I'm not going to say much about it, but what I will say is that personally, in my experience as a young lady in this world who has been in existence for at least 3 decades, I've been able to observe a change, because I grew up in a household where majority of the men I knew would not enter the kitchen, and if they did, it was out of courtesy. Ile exception, ile ya tuko na wageni na, there's an overflow of work. Alafu, now growing up in my teenagers, I'm going to other people's houses and I'm seeing their fathers cooking for me because I am visiting their child. Yani, and I'm seeing them cooking with their wives. And I'm like, this is interesting because I didn't see that. Fast forward, tumefika pale kwa mapenzi, watu wameanza kupendana. By watu, I mean myself. Alafu unapikiwa a whole meal and somebody's like, no, I'm like, me spendi kupika ugari. Jessa! Sijui mtanipeleka wapi. I'm so tired of myself. Let me sip some tea. Cause it's been happening a lot, guys. Just be warned. It might happen again. So now I'm spendi kupika ugali, and they're like, worry not. Because truly, guys, I can cook ugali, but I hate cooking it. Alafu napikiwa ugali, like the whole span of the relationship. And you're like, men don't cook. And I'm like, which men though? Which men? Because I have never been with a man who doesn't cook. In fact, the men that I've been with, some of them labda nilikuwa peke yangu kwa hiyo relationship, but they thoroughly enjoyed cooking. By the way, guys, moving forward, hakutakuwa na men. It's just going to be one person, right? I have changed. I'm a changed creature. I'm a changed creation. And those relationships were extremely intentional. And the point is this. How are we relating with the idea of cooking, the idea of playing these domestic roles in relationships? Currently, Sai, is the woman's place the kitchen, or have women forgotten their place in 2025? Because Sai, uta watch interview for your favorite, lady celeb, and she'll be very openly saying, I don't even remember the last time I cooked. And honestly, I can relate. Because when you're in the hustle and bustle of trying to earn a living, alafu pia, for most of us, when we live alone, singular, you live alone, you're unmarried, you're not in a relationship, and maybe you don't do a lot of hosting. Wacha nikwambie, sometimes it's more affordable to just buy something small on your way home. Because unaweza pata unakula kitu ya 50 bob na imekushibisha, and that's a meal. You want to tell me 50 bob? The question for me is it sustainable and is it healthy? That's where now we need to look into changes, because home-cooked meals are always better. Overall, they are more affordable overall for sustainability, because you're not going to be able to have that 50 bob item every single day of your life. You're going to need to change up. Alafu unapata kitu ya 50 bob is not a meal. Kitu ya 50 bob is a snack. Maybe it's a smocha. Maybe it's a maipasua something. Maybe ningwashe. Maybe, do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe it's 5 bananas. Maybe it's what? I think, generally it's a few pieces of meat. And kama inakuchosha, that's fine. Pia 50, 65 bob is a loaf of bread. Still not a meal. So it's not going to be healthy long term, and it's not going to be sustainable financially, because the day you're trying to diversify, sa unapata una spend 100 bob per meal. But if you buy shopping, if you get your onions, your tomatoes, which is the most basic thing most people put in a meal, and then you get whatever it is that you're eating with green, something avocado, some leafy greens, something healthy. Okay, and then you have your starch. Utapata, you can't buy that thing ready-made less than 100 shillings. Yes, ready-made, iyo kitu, it's gonna be 100 plus. 100 plus, maybe, unless ni zile vibanda proper. And kama unafika home 8 p.m. 9 p.m. and you don't live in a very vibrant 24-hour economy, pia kupata hizo chakula ni ngumu. And do you want to be eating kwa kibanda kila siku of your life? It's also not sustainable, it's not realistic, and it's just not going to happen. So what's going to happen is you're going to find yourself spending a lot of money over a long period of time, more than you would if you actually bought groceries and cooked on a regular. So now, if you can afford it and you can eat out and afford those healthy meals, which are over 100 shillings per person, this is for you who doesn't have children, you who lives alone. Then that makes sense, okay? And now that's what you're seeing a lot on social media. And the second category is what you're seeing with a lot of wealthy celebrities and well-to-do people who you can't be bothered to cook, because at the end of the day, it's not a priority. It is not a priority for you because you can afford to eat those healthy meals, and it's okay for you to put your time into that if the rest of your time is spent doing other things. Truly speaking, most of your favorite people don't cook their own meals, and the question is, are they being intentional enough to afford wealthy meals? Most of us listening, if you wanted to live like your favorite influencer, your favorite politician, your favorite media influencer, media personnel, then you realize that that's not affordable. So the question is, have women forgotten their place, or is this the place? This is where women belong. Whatever a woman feels like is exactly where she should be. So let me know. That's a conversation we're having today. I want to hear all of your opinions. However, today we are also talking about menstruation. Looking forward to Menstrual Hygiene Day 2025, which is going to be on the 28th of this March, of this month, towards the end of the month. So that's the 28th of May, menstrual hygiene day. So we need to create awareness for that, and we're having a conversation. We're talking about sustainability. We're talking about what struggles are girls going through, and we're also talking about reusable pads. So that's a conversation we're gonna dive in just a minute. And we had nimekuchagua Kairopendwa Waithera, pia tukakuwa na Ability, You by Churchill, King and Recap. And right about now we're jumping into Ability. This is 1,005 songs. Enjoy, and then we come back and talk about menstrual hygiene.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Our radio.
Mountains for you. Yes, so I'm going out with I know with
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know with yeah. I know with
all things possibility with God of ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability.
They commission another dog. Another got ability like Yahweh. He suppressed the kings of the underworld, my way. Rock of the ages, ancient of days, lily of the valley and the bright and morning star. Anything is possible with him. He raised up the dead after days in the grave. Parted the sea for the nation in a minute. He answer your matter in less than a minute.
I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. Yes, so I'm going out with I know with
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know with yeah. I know with
all things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility. All things possibility with God of ability. Ability. Possibility.
In the dark when it's tough, you always stepping up. Endless possibilities, salute the Holy Trinity, yeah. See, no eye ever seen it, no ear ever heard it. I know man can't conceive it. The good things in store for those who love him. I'm ready now to see the impossible.
And he said I can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. Yes, so I'm going out with I know with
He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. I know with yeah. I know with
all things possibility with God of ability.
Anaweza. He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. Anaweza. He can move any mountains for you. Mountains for you. Yesu wangu anaweza. Anaweza. He can move any mountains for you. Any mountains for you. Anaweza. Anaweza.
Your kind of music, all day, all night, right here on your only station, Power Radio. From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sheversations, a space where we amplify female voices. And we just had Ability 1005 songs and word Omolo, just saying that unaweza because of God. God is the one that gives us the ability. Alafu tumekuwa na Chamtum by Otenda Willie, and just a good collection from the Lakeside. And yes, I'm not alone in studio. Yes, I'm with the madam here. She's from the Lakeside. Na nataka utusalimia and you salimia these people with this beautiful the Luo language that I love so much. Sisi watu wa Murema, sijui nani alitoroga. Utanuambia, by the way. How are you?
Maber, msawa uru.
Teach me. So now how do I respond?
If I ask you nade.
Okay.
It's how ni aje na Kijaluo.
Okay.
So nade.
So now what do I say?
Maber.
Okay. So twende tena.
Sasa nade.
Maber.
Yes. Niaje fiti.
Guys, this is how it starts. Kesho mnasikia kitenge. Guys, I'm ready for you. I'm ready.
Okay.
Sa itabidi mnitafutie just somebody. I'm looking for somebody. Yeah, na lazima atoke Lakeside. Na lazima aokoke. Sana nakutuma, I'm sending you.
Okay.
I'm sending you and then you can come with them. Na mtu amesoma.
Tuna shida.
Sindio?
Hapo poa.
Yes, please introduce yourself. Tell the people who you are.
My name is Bethsheba Otuga.
Okay.
I'm the founding director of Ahadi Reusable Pads.
Ahadi Reusable Pads.
Yes.
I love that.
Because we are in the Menstrual Hygiene Month,
yes.
Internationally, we are celebrating the month.
Yes.
And it will culminate into many activities. There are many organizations doing different things.
Yes.
We're having a celebration on 28th May.
Okay.
At the Nairobi Cultural Center.
All right.
Also known as Kenya
National Theatre. Yes.
So we'll have a show to showcase what we do.
Yes.
We are inviting people who have interest in menstrual health, people who are caring about women empowerment.
Yeah.
In the good way.
Yes, in a good way,
education,
yes. I love that.
Empowering them.
Yeah.
To be able to take care of their lives and also not to be overly reliant on another person. Two people can come together, as you say, then they will build a life.
I love
so
that.
Each should be able to contribute
towards
the welfare of that family.
Yes. And I'm really honored to host you here on Sheversations. Yes, and I want to ask you just a few questions.
Yes.
What's the essence? Kila mtu ako na maoni. They have their own opinion, their own perspective. But for you, what's the essence of being a woman?
Being a woman is actually a gift.
Yes.
Because a woman is a nurturer.
Yes.
And a woman brings up a whole community.
I love that.
Without women, there's no life.
Yeah.
And even without now, as a woman, you menstruate. And that's a good sign to show that you can bring forth life.
Yes.
And because you're a woman, you can care for that life and bring it to maturity.
I love that.
And I really love being a woman for that.
Yeah.
I've raised my own children and I've raised children that God has given me.
Yes.
And I'm still a grandmother.
Oh, wow. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm a grandmother, I'm an auntie. I'm a friend, generally.
Wow.
And I'm also a minister of the gospel.
Oh, hey, I love that. Mi napendana na Yesu hapa. Karibu nifukuzwe. Before I make this a gospel show. Yes. But thank you so much for sharing what the essence of a woman is to you. Now, as just speaking about the importance of being a woman, Uku Kenya, there has been, for the past few years, let me say few years because it wasn't a popular discussion before, story, girl child and girl empowerment. So the question I want to ask you is, do you feel like women have been empowered enough for it to become a problem? Ati sasa nyinyi watu sasa mna overdo. That's what I want to know. What do you think?
For me, I don't think women are overdoing.
Okay.
We might have one or two people who are really...
Wanachoma.
Tunaweza sema ukweli.
Jiko dume.
Jike dume.
Jike dume.
They are jike,
okay,
but they're pretending to be dume.
Yo, that's interesting.
So that's
what does that mean? Never break that. I've never heard that before.
Jike dume is a woman who feels that she's so empowered and she doesn't stick to the line of feminine and motherhood and whatever you asked. They want to do everything.
Okay.
But I know God has given us specific roles.
Yes.
And he has created us for such. For example, a woman cannot reproduce without a man. So men have their position.
Yes.
And women have their position.
True.
And they are complementary.
I love that.
So it's not like Okay, we can live alone because of circumstance.
Yes.
But that was not the initial plan of God, because he made them male and female.
Okay.
And he brought them together and commanded them to multiply, subdue, and fill the earth.
Fill the earth.
And each person has their role in that.
Okay.
Yes.
I love that. Yes. And so now what do you say to this Jike Dume? What do you say to them now? What do we say to them? Kama hao ndio wanachomea women empowerment.
Wanajua ya kwamba there's a free choice in life. So if that is the path they have taken, they're just in rebellion.
Okay.
Yes.
So stop rebelling. Mesha ambiwa she's our mom or grandmom. You know, she's a minister of the gospel. So somebody who's full of wisdom. And we're told, you know, just listen to your elders. Na sana sana the ones who are leading you the right way. Okay, that's beautiful. Now, I want to ask you another question. Kabla turudi hapa kwa menstrual health. Pia now there is an older generation of women like yourself. There is me I think tuko hapa katikati. Naona hapa labda si tuko katikati. Juu kuna wengine huku nje wenye wameshafika na sisi sasa we are no longer the young ones, you know. So do you think that we can speak the same language of women empowerment in Kenya? Let's just keep it here in Kenya, because if we look at the whole world, maneno itakuwa different. Yeah, do you think it's possible because of, you know, tuseme you probably grew up with no social media, probably, most likely. You probably grew up even with no cell phones, labda when you were young.
When we were young, they were not there. I got my first cell phone when I was working.
Wow. You see, alafu kuna by my younger siblings wenye, mimi nilipata nikiwa high school. By the time I was in Form 3, around the age of 14, nilipata kabambe. But my friends had smartphones. Venye mzazi yange afford hata kuwa naona maana ya kupea mtoto kama mimi. That. And then there are those who say at 3 years old, wamesha hata wako na tablet, wako na simu, na tablet, hawajui kabambe ni nini. So that's just an example of how different we are. Pia Gen Z tuliwaona last year, you know, during Mandamano, are very informed, are very, they are very expressive, a very expressive generation. So now when it comes to women in their older generations and younger women, do you think that it is possible to see eye to eye and to speak the same language?
Yeah, it is possible to speak and to see eye to eye.
Yes.
Because we are nurturing the generation.
Okay.
Fine, there's a lot of influence from social media, but I think if every mom or everybody who is in a place of influence can just teach these young people that there's a time and place for everything.
Okay.
Then they can use their mobile phones, right? My granny was asking me the other day because I got a new phone.
Yes.
Kaniambia, granny, sunipatie ingine. She's 6 years.
Wow.
I just told her no. So we need to like have some boundaries.
Okay, boundaries.
Upbringing.
Okay.
We need to have rules in the schools.
Okay.
The society needs to take care of the generation that is coming and not just leave them maybe to social media or to peer pressure or to whatever influence that they have.
Yes.
Then we can bring about a level-headed generation where people can talk. And you remember in the olden days, education was through like stories.
Yes.
Grandmother, children come and sit around.
Yes.
Fathers and mothers.
Yes.
And then they are taught. So there we taught values. When they've told values of obedience, respect,
yes,
hard work, and others, then they're able to like grow well. Yes, but we know that there's a lot of outside influence.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who have chosen to live the way they want. But there are people who have been taught to live by the ways of the Bible. People who have just been taught to live a civil life.
Okay.
Maybe they're not Christians, maybe they're Muslim and all that, but they have taught their children the correct values.
Yes.
Even from the young age.
Okay.
And they're able to say no to them.
Yeah.
So when the society becomes too permissive, then it is difficult to bring people back to line. Everybody does as they
as they want.
As they want. The Bible says that when there was no law, everybody did the way they liked. So I know that we can harness this thing, and as they say, charity begins at home.
Okay.
So when we start from home, kidogo kidogo, when our children have grown up, they will be influenced a bit, but they will know that they are rooted in respect, in societal being responsible.
Yes.
Knowing that there are consequences to everything.
Yes.
That they do.
Okay.
Then we will go well. Empowerment will go well. And empowerment will be for sustainability. It's not for compare. We're not competing.
It's not a competition.
No.
See, prize giving.
No, even when you're in an office like this, you're giving in so that you can bring the organization and fulfill the goals of the organization.
Yeah.
And that is how life is.
I love that.
Yes.
So Sasa, now everything you said makes sense to me. I was raised I'm a 90s baby. I'm a millennial. Lakini Sasa, when I look at the people that have come after, tuseme Sasa early 2000s moving forward, you find that they were not raised. Sasa achana na social media side, you know, and those, you know, those very permissible lack of boundaries, just too much, you know, because yenyewe imekuwa too much, tuambiane ukweli. Kuna pia another element to it is that most people did not grow up in a family unit like the one you're describing. And I think pia the ones who did grow up in a family unit, and when I say family unit, I mean mother, father, ama grandfather, you know, just you had male role models, you had female role models within your family, you know, because some people lose their parents at a young age, both or one of them, and some people are not raised by their parents, but they can still be raised within a healthy family structure. Sasa unapata that a lot of people in maybe Gen Z, Gen Alpha, they are not comfortable with the idea of family they were exposed to. Wakaona, okay, me, I have a father, but anachapanga mamangu, ama they are forever cheating. Kona mamangu, lakini ni mlevi, and ako tu sawa, bora tu tunakula. Nikona mamangu, and she's the boss lady. My father does nothing, and she's the one who did everything. So, mi naona, awa tunawaelewa. As much as that's not the ideal. So now, you see, what you have explained just now would be so good to say sasa everybody is a young girl, a young boy. We can incorporate those values, and when they grow up, they will not depart from them. Sindio. Now, what of the ones who have already become traumatized by, to be honest, a lot of very broken family system, number one. Number two, a lot of trauma. They were not shown good examples of family, and so now it makes sense for them to not desire that whatsoever.
Yeah. So it's true that society has broken down to some extent.
Yes.
But there's always a remedy.
Okay.
Each person who is in a situation can look around and find a mentor, somebody they admire.
Okay.
And then allow them to lead them. It is so possible.
Yes.
It can be your teacher in school.
Okay.
You admire her.
Okay.
She talks well to you. Your heart responds. So you are coming from a dysfunctional home.
Yeah.
You can adopt for yourself a mother.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Or a father for that matter.
Na kama wanataka wale our friends in the media, the influencers who are going to Dubai, wanaenda Malindi, wanaenda Diani, and those have become today's role models because again, that's what looks better.
It looks better, it looks glamorous.
Yes.
But when they will reach there, they will find that it is not what it looks
all
like.
All that glitters is not gold.
And these people have to go back home.
Okay.
They have to remove the makeup and the glamorous clothes.
Yes.
Then what next?
Okay.
They're the absent parents.
That's so sad. That's powerful.
They're the ones who are absent parents.
Okay.
They're the ones who are chasing after that success. Notwithstanding that success is not only getting a good job, earning money and becoming rich. Success is being able to raise your family well.
Wow.
And to instill discipline in your children.
I think that's so powerful. Yes. We don't hear enough of that. Actually, it's been so long since I heard success is being able to raise a good family.
Yeah.
That's not something that we hear a lot in the media.
Yes, success is being able to feed your child in a good way. You don't have to get money by all means. This thing of by hook or by crook. Yeah.
Okay.
So when we go back one step and look, and I'm not saying being glamorous is not good. It is.
Yeah.
We are here and I think we look glamorous.
We look glamorous. Please, guys.
And we look good. We have good clothes.
Yes.
But that's not the end game to life.
Okay.
That's should assist you to just live the life that God has for you.
Yeah.
Because everyone has a purpose. So you just have to navigate and find that purpose and live it. And you'll be fulfilled with much or even with little. Yes, and you'll not try to become a man to be fulfilled.
Yes.
Neither will men try to become women.
Yes.
To be fulfilled. So there's that confusion. And one of the ways that we can bring up that gap is to start a lot of counseling and talking to young people in their places.
Yes.
Young people can be found in churches. We encourage them to come to churches, to come to groups. You can form chamas. Wamama watakuwa kienda around wanaongelesha watoto, wanawafundisha njia, because there are the straight ways. Yes.
Na ya mwisho, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Those are good words of wisdom. Ya mwisho sasa is just for you to share with young women when you wanasemanga church is not for them because it's old-fashioned, hawaeleweki, they don't have a place, women are not empowered in the church, they are not seen, and on top of that, they are abused. That abuse is allowed in the church in the name of vumilia mama, vumilia.
There is no vumilia, I would say so, because church is not for old people only.
Okay.
And this thing goes on and on, because even us when we were growing, it was like, church is for old people.
Okay.
But it wasn't.
So it's been like that. When you're young, you think.
Yes, you think.
Okay.
You think ati hao ni wazee wamefunga vitamba.
Okay.
But even you, when you grow older, you find that you want to funga kitamba.
Okay.
Fashion one.
Nimejipata na kunywa chai. I've even told our caterer, you know, the one that prepares our tea for us hapa kwa ofisi. Memwambia nimezeeka because najipata na kunywa chai there's no reason. Kumbe it just, you find yourself, some things come with age.
Some things just come with age. Those things when you've grown up, you know, when you're young, you're energetic, you want to explore, you want to do many things.
Yes.
But then you'll have to slow down and now ask. You see, like the groups that you used to go out with.
Yes.
Even now, if you go back to those groups, the dynamics should have changed.
Sisi ni wazee
because hamwezi fanya zile vitu. Sasa mnajaribu kupata nyumba.
Watu wako na watoto bana.
Unajaribu kupata nyumba, unajaribu kuraise watoto. Hauna time ya social.
Yes.
But you should now change that time to be your time to nurture in your house. Na wewe pia lazima ukue grounded kwa kitu.
Yes.
Because hata wewe kama uko tu lightheaded, anything goes, then even that is how your children will become worse. They'll become double of being lightheaded. You cannot tell them no. You should be able to tell them no. You can't watch TV up to morning.
Okay.
Because tomorrow you're going to school.
Okay.
You cannot be told that now because you're empowered, you're now the boss of your home. And yet at the same time, you still want to get married and have a husband. So at church, we can teach all these things. And church also should be dynamic because the word is not only, thus says the Lord.
Yeah.
We can do plays.
Yeah.
We can do songs.
Okay.
We do praise and worship with modern beats.
Yes.
We can create, those people who are saying church is boring, they're the ones who should come and try out and see what can I do with my peers.
Contribute.
Yes.
Make it it's their home.
Make it what you want.
Yes.
Because church is a home and church is a family. It's only that it's a larger family. So within the church, you can find your own tribe, so to speak. Tribe not as in language. But wale watu
kabila. Yes. People with like-minded values.
Like-minded, people who have like-minded. Like now I'm in menstrual health. I talk about menstrual health everywhere I go. People come and tell me, I'm interested.
Yes.
I'd like to volunteer.
I'd like
to come, even young people.
Yeah.
So they can explore outside.
Yes.
The peer pressure box.
Yes.
And the Gen Z mentality.
Okay.
And then they will just be okay.
Yeah.
Because with Gen Z inapita too.
Yes.
It's a flash.
Guys, umeshaambiwa Gen Z inapita. It's a flash. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. And I think there's just so much truth to what you're saying. Because as a young person who has honestly grown up in church, I have really enjoyed my experiences. And mimi sikangi msichana wa church. They normally judge me by my weird hairstyles, nose ring, you know, vitu kama hizo. But it's a relationship. And also you look for people who are like you.
Yes,
uendi ushago mali wanavaa skirts alafu mnaanza kupigana juu nataka kuvaa trouser. There are churches where
you can wear trousers.
You are in the same mindset. You know, and that's quite
a long time ago when I used to go to Ushago, because even me, I'm more or less Nairobi person.
Yes.
Born again and all that.
Yeah.
I would like to tie kitamba, nitoe earrings. But I said, now, what is this?
Yeah.
This is a double standard. I'll just wear them.
Yeah.
So another man asked me, na wewe, mbona umepaka makucha yako? Nikamwambia, na wewe mbona umevaa kofia? So we finished the conversation.
I love that.
The conversation ended.
Yes, that's so empowering. I once asked my grandmother. My grandmother is late, but I asked her a few years ago. I believe it was 2019. 2019. Sasa nikamuuliza. So I wanted to know, like, she's very she was from Murang'a and sa ukienda ushago huko hakunanga mambo, at least in that homestead, so unaenda tu ukiwa umevaa venye uko comfortable. Sa nilikuwa nimevaa jeans na ilikuwa ragged, so it was not really exposing me, but hapa ilikuwa ragged hapa kwa magoti, and so I'm like, this lady is funny, she has a sense of humor, and I know, like, you know, these older people are very different in their, you know, their exposure in terms of what their value system is. See exposure ya kujua vitu, just their value system, like what matters to them. So unasikia kitu yenye kwako ni normal, kwake atakwambia long story. So I used to love hearing those stories. So nikamuuliza shosho, saa nimevaa hizi vitu, ebu ongelesha msichana wako, talking about me, ebu ongelesha msichana wako juu amekuja hapa amenunua nguo zenye zimeraruka. Akaniangalia, kaangalia my trouser, akaniangalia tena akasema, lakini hata nguo zikiraruka roho bado haijararuka.
Awesome.
I was like, you know, I was so happy
for her.
Na hii ya masikio pia, because she time aliokoka, she was born, when was she born? She was an old lady, I think the 40s. So hawakutop, like walitoa earrings when they got saved because of the people that ministered to them. You know, the culture was very different, and things represented different things. Hata hiyo ya there are some places in Kenya you go and maybe that's not for somebody who's born again. So nikamuuliza pia in these earrings, and akasema, that's your choice. As long as your heart is content with God and you read your Bible, that's okay. This is my choice and I prefer it that way.
Correct.
And I realized that now the question I asked you, my answer is that yes, it is possible for the older generation and the young generation to see eye to eye. Yes. You compromise and you realize, hata kwa Biblia pale, kuna mali nasemanga, as long as you all agree that Christ died, hakuna haja ya kufight kuhusu nafaa kutoa viatu, nafaa kufunga kitamba,
sifai kukula hii,
because those things are cultural, and they don't affect your salvation. So I think also there's just that thing of, you know, just that message of don't throw out the baby with the bath water when it comes to our cultural values, na pia when it comes to the issue of faith. And this is with regards to young people. And wow, we are getting into this. Now I want to dive into our conversations about bodily hygiene, menstrual hygiene, but we're just going to have a very short music break and then we're going to come back. So I hope you guys are excited for this.
Welcome, yes.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Our radio.
Roundy, utajua haujui, atuweki mafala. Pesa nitakula, na sitaleta kurahi. Wakifunga nyumba, ulikuwa rundawe. Hatuweki mafala, haujali bao mi. Nasikia una benki Maldives, kije nyumba kina cheki palm trees. Ikinuka utaruka kambi, sina karo, sina food, sina kodi. Anina BBI, kuna COVID, miss me na stories za BBI. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani. Wananchi wanawika haki, ukutana zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala, so pesa nitakula, sitaleta kura, nikishindo na rent, ulikuwa Karen, hatuweki mafala, hawajali about you. Nasikia wana mali offshores, mandege na mameli lonos, wakidedi watasare odos, magazeti walihonga of course, kwenye tali nikiteri ma. Someone tell me where we headed now. Wanasema tunavuta bangi, lakini cheki zinashika nani. Wananchi wanawika haki, kutenda zikipita kati. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Sitakuvotia we, ukabila ndiyo policy, kama bia ndiyo policy, kakamia ndiyo policy. Mafala, roundy, utajua haujui,
from sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Our radio.
All right. Welcome back. Welcome back to Sheversations, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you are enjoying the conversation so far. So that was policy flyer. Yes, hapo anasema ukabila ndio policy, and this was a song that was released, I think, just a few years ago. And sahi tumesema we are changing the narrative, and that's what Power Radio is doing, and just Sheversations as well in the space of just having conversations about women. And now I'm here with Beth, and I want her to teach us. She's going to teach us. She's a teacher. She's somebody who's just well informed about everything that we've been talking about menstrual health and why it's so important. So now we're going to get into vitu kwa ground and the practical aspect of it. So bodily hygiene, what does that look like in 2025?
Hygiene.
Yes.
I was in Mukuru kwa Jenga the other day, and I was supposed to talk and teach children to be clean, hygiene.
Yeah.
Simply stated is usafi.
Usafi.
Cleanliness.
Yeah.
And we do not take it for granted that everybody knows how to be clean.
Mm-hmm.
So menstrual hygiene and management talks about how to take care of ourselves, and especially during our menstruation period.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're on your periods? Number one, you really need to know or anticipate that your periods are going to come.
Yeah.
And because you know your periods come regularly or irregularly, you need to have some products that can help you. In olden days, when women were menstruating, they were cast out.
Yeah.
It's like they used to sit behind the kitchen in the heat place.
Yes, they were unclean.
So they would stay there. So I was wondering at night what happens because you're not staying in the house.
Yeah.
But these days it's not so.
Yeah.
It's just taking care of yourself.
Okay.
Cleaning your body.
Yeah.
Washing your private parts, your underpants, parts, underarm, armpits, and your body as a whole.
Okay.
With clean water and with soap.
Okay.
So when we come to menstrual hygiene, we find that you need to come up or get a product that is able to absorb the liquid. Why?
Okay.
You want to be integrated in the community. You want your life to go on.
Yes.
You don't want to go to sit behind the kitchen. And you remember the touch kitchen, ilikuwa si smart. They were not really smart. Not many people took care of their kitchen.
Yes, it didn't matter. Yeah.
So here you are. You want to go to school, or you want to come to the studio for that matter.
Yeah.
Or go to school to teach, like I was a teacher.
Yes.
So you should be able to take care. There are many products that we can have.
Okay.
We have reusable products and we have disposable products.
Okay, reusable and disposable.
Yes. In disposables, we have the normal period pads.
Okay.
And there are variety in the shops. They cost on average about 80 shillings.
Yes.
Up and down.
Yeah. Depending
so you
on
get yourself, where you are and what type. So you get yourself a packet. When your periods have come, you wash yourself clean. Normally I have a flannel over here I didn't bring. So you make sure you're dry. And then you attach your pad to your panty and wear it.
Okay.
For enough time.
Yeah.
You'll be able to know whether it's full or not because of experience now. Then when it's full, you fold it properly and throw it in the bin where there is a proper disposal.
Yes.
Where there are not proper disposal, I believe you'll have the bag that you bought it in. You keep it until you're able to go and dispose the plastic.
Okay.
All of those pads come with plastic.
Yes.
So that is for pads. Then we have disposable. We have, those are disposable. We also have tampons, which are disposable.
Yes.
Tampons are rather not as common as the pads.
Yes.
But if you learn to use tampons, they are very good.
Yes.
I used tampons when I was in A-level.
Yes.
A classmate just came and told us, you're using pads.
Yes.
Use this.
Yes.
And she demonstrated how to wear it. And from there, I used to.
Yeah.
So you see, that was education that we didn't lack. And our organization is about educating. So then we have the reusable.
Wait, just a minute. So before you move on, it's so interesting because you've explained about sanitary towels. That is where most Kenyans, so whether it's because they don't know, whether it's because of money, and you realize okay, this information is on the internet. Pia, you're an educator like yourself. There's community spaces out here. And then you're somebody from a different generation from myself. Yes. You can be my mother, you know.
Not that I am.
You are. I love that we're Africans, you know.
Yes.
So now, somebody like you talking about tampons is very interesting because now, unfortunately, in my experience, because I also do a bit of mental health education, from my experience, let's talk about what do you use, you know, just in your home spaces.
Circles.
Yes. Alafu unapata now, it's ladies like yourself who will make girls afraid of tampons because they say those things, they're not for girls. You don't use them. And I realize a lot of it is ignorance and fear. What would you say to that? Because it's interesting when you share that you used tampons.
I did.
Most older ladies would tell you, maybe kama ujaza wezi tumia. And I said, but that's not even true.
It's not even true because even the tampons are just about my finger.
Yes.
When you're
smaller, they're actually thinner
because they expand.
They expand,
now
yes,
to fit the vagina.
Yes.
So you won't really stick them in your very high.
Yeah.
Just somewhere.
Yes.
Comfortable.
Yes.
And you can use them.
Yes.
But maybe because of also religion and because of ignorance.
Yes.
People don't use them.
Because I've heard rumors like if you're using a tampon is the same as having sex.
No.
Please demystify that for us.
It is not the same as having sex.
Yes.
And just to say the bare minimum, I think when you're having sex, there's a lot of activity.
A lot.
That is going on.
Yes.
Yes. But when you're having tampon, you just stick it.
Yes.
And there's no other movement apart from that.
Yes.
So it is not the same.
Yes.
It is different.
Yeah.
Being a mother, I've given children birth. I know the difference because I've used tampons and I've also had the pleasure of having a husband. But they're not the same.
Yes, and I would also just like to add on, as somebody who has used sanitary towels, tampons, and now I'm using another product, so maybe you'll mention it if you don't nitaongezea hapo.
I will mention it because that's where I was going about reusable.
Yes.
So we have menstrual cups. I hope that is what you wanted to
menstrual
say.
cup, but just hold it just a moment. I wanted to say that just from experience, it does not stimulate you.
No.
This is for people who might be scared because they don't have experience. On top of that, just like any other product, we've had quite a few stories, unfortunately, of pads which have not been put together with healthy materials. So every single product has its risks.
Disadvantages.
And yes, and nikusoma ile pamphlet and to just make sure that you have, just become, you've gone through that pamphlet and you familiarized yourself with that information.
Yes.
But I can tell you from maybe more than 10 years of using tampons, from the age of 14 years old, my sisters got their periods, my younger sisters, all of us in our household. My mother gave birth to 3 daughters and I was the firstborn. So mimi nikaogopa ile tu, I don't know what this is, I'm not sure. Kuogopa tu, but I was given the freedom to use it.
Yes.
And my mom was a sports coach. And so she asked me, I'm like, how come people don't use this thing? They don't even talk about it. And she asked me a very simple question. Karo, I'm a swimming teacher, yes. I'm a sports teacher. So when we watch the Olympics together, do you think that there's no woman on her period?
Yeah.
When you watch a concert, we used to love watching many shows. I used to be a dancer, so we used to watch a lot of dance competitions. When you see these ladies dancing and some of the clothes they are wearing, do you think that they're not on their periods? Yeah. Do you think that person is wearing a very big pad? And do you think that they're not having heavy periods? So that really opened my mind. And she said, yes, there are other products that have been created to give you variety.
Yes.
And there's a reason why. You cannot tell a brilliant girl who is a swimmer, or just one who just wants to have that experience out of preference. You don't even need a good reason that you shouldn't, while it is true. And she said, my priority is to give the information. You make the choice.
That's why I'm free to say, because I'm from reusable pads.
Yes.
But it's not everybody who's going to use reusable pads.
Yes, that's true.
For any reason.
Yes.
And so, because we are about education, so we give you choices.
I love that.
We tell you this is what is available.
Yeah.
So I had already told you that we have the disposable ones.
Yes, yes.
They have the disadvantages, which I may not really get into much details, but most of the absorbent fluid in that pad has chemicals.
That's true.
The top and the bottom are plastic.
Yeah.
So there are many things that we can talk about that. But I'm here to talk about the education and to teach people.
Yes.
You can choose.
You can choose.
So we have those ones. Then we have the reusables, where what you've said comes in. We have the menstrual cup.
Yes, the menstrual cup.
Which pose the same question as the tampon. The menstrual cups go even deeper.
Yes.
And I think they are, my personal opinion, I wouldn't use because I think they are more hard. There's a way you have to fold them like this.
Yes, you fold it in half. It's very soft cup. Yes.
Then you release it
inside. Yes.
If you don't put it properly, just as the tampon, then of course you're going to be uncomfortable.
That's
I've been
true.
Before.
Yes.
So when you find that you're uncomfortable, you push it up a bit.
You have to adjust it.
And the only disadvantage of these ones, they're so comfortable that you can forget them.
Yes.
I was attending a conference, this one of COP.
Yes.
COP 19.
Yes.
And so I was sitting next to a certain white lady, and she told me that one time she forgot.
Her
tampon inside.
Wow.
So she began getting a smell, and she said, oh
my
God,
goodness.
this is cancer or nini.
Wow.
When she went to the doctor told her, you just forgot this thing. That is the bad news. But the good news is that it can be removed.
Yes. By the way, you can always remove it. I did an experiment where I fought with that iyo kamba. Airaruki, tampon yenyewe utatoanisha.
Because it is stitched up to the end. And let me tell you, even
by fire, by force.
I can make reusable tampons. Because if you check outside there, you can find.
Please come in. You come and market them to us.
If I do that, I'll come and do marketing.
Yes.
So we have those, the ones for sticking. They're made of silicone.
Okay.
Silicone is okay.
Yes.
Sometimes you might not have a proper place to dispose the blood. That is one disadvantage.
You need water.
And you need to wash it.
Yes.
The water bit is not such a big problem because a woman will get water at all costs.
By the way, a water bottle, as long as you, like you said, somewhere to dispose.
Yes.
Over a toilet, over the sink. It doesn't need to be a lot of water.
No.
Ama mahali inje water bottle, it will work. That's true.
Yes, and that's why I brought a small thing here.
Okay.
To show that we can use little water to wash our pads and they can still be clean.
Yes.
And they'll be very clean and hygienic.
So that is enough.
That is enough to soak.
Okay.
Then maybe a bit like this.
Okay.
2 times more will be enough to wash.
Wow.
So then we have the reusable pads where we come about. Many people say they have never seen reusable pads.
Please show us.
This is one of the pads. This is this color. We have them in different colors. Purple is our color.
I love
royalty.
My favorite color. I love that. Yes.
But I heard it's about white and purple because women are royal and menstruation is
we
pure.
Are queens.
Queens.
We are queens. And it's something God given.
And this is our theme color.
It's very beautiful, by the way.
This material is called fleece, and you can touch it and see how comfortable it will feel in your body.
Blanketi.
Soft, kazuri.
Very soft, very comfortable. I love that.
So that is what we make. We have them in 2 sizes. We have this one is the regular size.
Yeah.
Then we have
this is regular.
Size. Yeah. We have super size. I didn't bring the super one over here.
Okay.
But the super one is big for the very heavy ones. But this one, light and heavy will go together.
All right.
Yeah, it's both medium. So we manufacture them and we pack 4 pads in a pack like this.
Okay.
I don't know if it's visible.
Okay.
These are 4 pads.
Right.
And we sell them as a pack.
All right.
They're very reasonable in price.
Wow.
Because
you can go ahead and share the price.
The price, these ones we are selling them for $550.
$550
on offer.
Yes.
Here at the studio.
Okay.
But if you're buying bulk, we can sell also at $500.
Okay.
And they will last a lady for 2 years. Mashinani wasichana hawana pads.
2 years is saving me. Tuanze kucalculate, by the way.
I have already done my calculation.
She has done.
Here.
She's prepared.
You know, for 2 years, if you're buying the pads at 70 shillings, you will spend 1,680.
Yeah.
But if you buy the Ahadi reusable pads, you'll be able to spend only 550.
Now, by the way, that figure has to go up because si ati mtu anatumia packet moja kwa mwezi.
People use, I know there are packs which have 8, others have 10.
Yeah.
And a few have double because they have the double pack. I've seen one of my competitors, I won't mention their
yes.
name. I've heard people saying that I'm not going to promote. I won't mention your name. You have not paid me. But it's not that way.
Yeah.
I just want to say that they are more costly in the long run. Buying a pack of reusable pads is an investment.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean that after 2 years you'll throw them out.
Yeah.
Because they are cloth. You've seen they're made of cloth.
Yeah.
If you ask me how old is this suit?
Okay.
Unajua hii suit iko na miaka?
Mr. Shtuka, hebu niambie.
This suit is more than 10 years old.
Okay.
It is more than 10 years
Yes.
old. But doesn't it look still new?
It's well taken care of.
It's well taken care of.
Right.
These pads will last if you take care of them well. Then maybe later on you'll need to add one more pad.
Yes.
Zisaidiane.
Yeah.
Because with clothes or even with hair, if you keep on combing, it thins out because these are natural.
Yeah. So
you will do a big saving. And not only on cash.
Yeah.
And many people want to save. 1,680 against 550 is a saving. There are people who would spend this 1,650 in that few months, but they can use it to feed their family.
Yeah. And that price is more. I'm very sure it's more.
Yes. I'm modest.
For sure.
I'm taking 70
You're
shillings.
taking the bare minimum.
Bare minimum,
one
70
packet.
shillings a packet.
Yeah.
So it is almost 10 times as cost.
The value.
And let me tell you, these ones have other values. Because for a girl who couldn't afford pads, and maybe the two of you donate 2 packets. I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
These 2 girls will have 2 years of mental
freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah. You have something to
They
take
have
care of your
this.
periods.
They know that they will just wash.
Yeah.
They have soap.
So now they just need to look for water. For sure, water is more available and accessible than
Even in
70 shillings.
Even in Masabit, where I went, we were just bathing with a lot of water and we were in the desert because there are organizations that have done wells and dams. Even in Kakuma, I saw you would get water.
Yes.
The Turkana, maybe they won't bathe every day, but a woman in her periods would want to do something.
Yes.
And we also sell flannels to go with this so that if you don't have too much water, then at least you can take care of your hygiene.
You can wipe. Naitwa passport.
Utafanya passport.
Unapitia.
Unapitia na unakuwa msafi.
Yes.
Na unaweza kukimu usafi wako. You won't stay at home.
Yeah.
But sasa mimi na menstruate. Then all women will be staying at home. And then we find that if we are staying at home, then we won't be so much empowered that even Samia is now a president. And they want to car home.
Yes. That would be very
and
interesting.
And even the president, I think, of
Namibia,
she's a girl like us.
We have more of them coming up and we're going to see more.
She's very tough.
Yes.
I was so happy when she talked to Trump and chased the Americans.
We're empowered. Africa is for Africa now.
Let Africa be for Africa.
Yes.
And let everybody contribute. Even as a woman, usikae tu hapo, you're waiting even for your husband to buy for you pads, panties. He will buy, but not because you're incapacitated.
Yes.
You'll also buy other things for the house.
Yes.
So reusable pads is the way to go for that one reason. The second reason, they're very environmentally safe.
Okay.
I did a small calculation here. A woman menstruates roughly for 38 years.
Okay.
In this 38 years, if you're using 1 packet per month, you will be using how many packets?
Guys, she has a whole spreadsheet.
You will be having 760 packets for your whole menstruation.
Yes.
That menstruation, 760 packets, each pack is about 300 grams.
Okay.
So if you do 300 grams times that amount, you'll find that you're wasting 2.3 tons. Sasa, plastic.
Yeah, pale landfills imejaa.
Feeling like this.
Yes.
Mvua inanyesha zinarudi huku inland.
Na zingine, because of our lack of knowledge, zingine they will end up in the toilet.
They end up in the toilet.
In the sewers, the sewer systems.
There is an organization that deals with wash. We are friendly with them.
Okay.
Pads are just blocking the toilet.
Yeah, because people don't know. And panty liners.
Yeah, they just and now of course diapers.
Yeah.
We also do diapers, by the way.
Okay.
But on order.
Okay.
Because we use the same material.
All right.
Hygiene inaenda chini. Public health goes down. Disease outbreaks.
Yes.
And a lot of money is spent on money that could have been saved
to
do other water work.
Yes.
So that is also that.
Okay. I love that.
Shame and stigma. We are teaching and demystifying menstruation as itself. Because it's a natural process.
Yes.
We include men
in the conversation.
Boys. Started talking to them kutoka mapema.
Yeah.
Wanajua wasichana wananyesha.
Yes.
And there's no shame about it.
Yes.
There's no stigmatizing.
True.
Because even you, when you come to your time, you'll have something that is called Seminar. That's the first time a boy releases. Comes in a wet dream.
Okay.
So hata mimi nawakomeshanga tu nakuambia even you have yours.
You have your body. Yeah. And you
it's
don't
just
choose.
A body change.
Yes.
And nobody chooses.
Yes. I'll start using that one.
Yeah. Nobody
I'm borrowing
chooses.
it. Yeah.
Did you become a girl by choice or a
yes,
boy?
please.
No.
Kuna Seminar.
Yeah, kuna Seminar na kuna periods.
Okay.
And both of you have to maintain hygiene, body hygiene. You must maintain. And so both of you want to be parents at one time. I was in a class. The first time I did a mixed class.
Okay.
We no longer separate them.
Okay.
So I just asked them. They didn't know I was catching them. How many of you would like to become fathers? But we'd like to be fathers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and mothers, me too. So if there are no periods, how are you going to be fathers?
Yeah.
And these are your sisters, these are your wives. Take care of them. Don't shame them. If you find a girl has wet her clothes, just cover her.
Yeah, msaidie tu.
Na unaweza mwambia pole pole.
Yeah. Hakuna haja ya kumembarrass.
Hakuna. Unamembarrass kwa nini? You when you're going to pee in the toilet, who embarrasses you?
Yeah.
Hakuna.
By the way, and the toilets are everywhere.
And
unfortunately.
they even pee at the trees.
Yeah, even where they should not. And we don't embarrass. Hata tumewazoea.
We don't embarrass them. So we are about demystifying this. We are about dignified menstruation. Menstruation should be dignified. So this means that you should have a safe place for changing. Okay. Many employers are now becoming sensitive. We are sensitizing them. Yeah. Even there was a policy that they need to give women a menstrual leave. Like every month you can take 2 days off. Yes. 3 days.
In Zambia now that's I think 3 per month 3 days menstrual leave.
That's so good.
Yeah, so if every company takes it up, now it's in the law.
It is in the law and it's coming up. Yes. We have people who are doing a lot of advocacy. Before when I started, I thought that is out of my scope. But you can see even now as I talk. Awareness. I'm just doing awareness and advocacy. Somebody is listening. The government should come in and implement. We have a lot of good papers. And as you know, Kenyan has a lot of good papers. Now the implementation. Yes. So sisi tuko kwa ground. We need support to be able to go to these schools and talk. Yes. In our menstrual Health and Management Celebration Day, we will be showcasing what will be our next phase. Okay. We want to work with teachers. All right. Especially English teachers who do drama. Okay. Song and dance, verse. All right. So that we will not only come and say, hey, speeches. The biology class part 2. And you know, when you do biology and you come to the ground on menstruating, they're 2 different things. Very different. Even for me, pregnancy. It was very interesting. Pregnancy, glamorous. Sperm, ova, come together, zygote, fetus, baby. It is not like that on the ground. In the hospital, you don't just say baby. It is many hours of excruciating pain for most women. You think that thing is happening on the blackboard? Because me, that is what I need. I didn't know it's real life. Yes. It's something that happens. Yes, it happens. Yeah? Yeah. So when I came to discover one day that I was pregnant, it was a shock. Because pregnancy in biology, how come? Imekuja hapa kwa mwili yangu. Wow. Yeah, like now it's live. Mambo ni live. Ni live. Kwa ground ni tofauti. So we are telling these people you can be pregnant. Wow. In another school there, Mukuru, like 3 weeks ago when I went, I told girls, honor your body. Yeah. Don't let these little boys. Ati hawa little boys vile wanasoma na ni watu wanasaidiwa na mradi. Ati ongeni na hawa wati unaweza tumia nini. To prevent pregnancy. I said, no, these are school children. We should encourage them to concentrate on their studies. That's because true. In any case, they have been sponsored. Yes. And so now, girls, guard your private parts. Please. These are your gifts to your husbands when you will get married. They're called private for a reason. They are private. They're not for everyone. So we have a song that we sing. Okay. These are my private parts, private parts, private parts. These are my private parts. No one should touch them. No one should see them. Okay. So I don't touch my private parts. Don't even look at them. Look at them. You're looking at them for what? I shouldn't allow you. And you're just using them. So I told them, don't allow these boys. They're experimenting on you. Okay. And there's a doctor who had just come and spoke to them. And he had been in Mradi and he's a doctor and he's doing masters and what. I said, this one, if he wants to have sex, he can even go to France to have them. But wewe unaenda kujificha kwa nyumba mtu ama kwa manyazi. You should not allow yourself to be embarrassed. Yes. Take care of yourself. And then the repercussions are bigger. because wewe utabaki hapo ukilea mtoto.
Yeah, teenage pregnancy and beyond
so
the
many
teenage
things.
age, just a lot.
So we are so big on menstrual health and management and education so that our girls don't get cheated.
Yeah.
Our girls are not lured away by men who promise them small things, maybe sweets, kasoda hapa.
50 bob.
Ati amembuy pads.
Yeah.
So you have to pay in the other way.
Yes.
You're sick.
Yes.
You get AIDS. Somebody in that school, some few people had AIDS, but I didn't go into details how they became positive. Some of them is by activity, but some were born.
Yes.
So we really want to do a lot on the ground to empower teachers. They are the next parents.
Yeah.
So that they are starting this thing early and it is not a biology lesson. It is a
life
real
lesson. Yes.
And to teach the girls to wait.
Yes.
And so me, I'm just soliciting for partners.
Yeah.
A park is like I have a list of schools that are already asking.
Okay.
I have a school in Siaya. It's called Luria Secondary School. We had donated pads to the primary school, so they wrote. So I just told them in case I come across people who want to help them, they'll buy for them pads.
Yes.
And then we'll have a day.
So when we support you, there are girls who are already waiting.
I have those ones. I have some others in Kakamega.
Okay.
Even it's a school for people with disability.
Okay.
So they wrote to me because I had done an event in Kakamega. We did a walk last year.
All right.
To just sensitize and talk to the girls. So some of the people also are asking. We did a walk in Nairobi in Eastland. They are asking. We have schools that are waiting.
Yeah.
And women.
Yeah.
So we not only ask for donations, but we also train vulnerable women to make pads.
Yes.
They can be our outgrowers, so to speak, so that when we engage them, they bring to us, then we're able to get donors.
Yeah.
And we're able to sell also to eco-friendly people.
Okay.
And women who don't want to bring chemicals in their vagina, it's called a green vagina.
Yeah.
You don't put chemicals because they have effects in the long run.
Okay.
So that is what we do. We will be showcasing. We will be talking about it. We will have people who are vocal on menstrual health. We have 2 people whom we are expecting to be guests of honor.
So this is at the event?
At the event.
Yes, which is on the 28th of May?
Yes, starting at around 9.
Okay.
9 to 2. Yes.
Yeah. So more or less a full day event.
It's a full day
na
event.
unaweza fika home mapema.
Tutafika tu home mapema, utashikwa na jam. Whether you're going by bus or car, you'll be able to navigate.
Okay.
Especially if you're going across the city.
Yes.
So that's what we do.
Wow.
We also talk about waste disposal.
Okay.
How do you dispose your pads?
Yes.
And if you don't have how to dispose your pads, even like a school, we are also going to start a project where we will start building menstrual friendly toilets.
Yes.
We'll do those
women-friendly toilets.
Women-friendly toilets. And these toilets will have a mirror.
Yeah.
They'll have sinks for washing.
Yes.
They can have a seat where you can sit.
Yes.
And just like
take care of yourself.
Have some rest.
I love that. That's
for
beautiful.
a minute.
Yes.
And I believe it's going to be very well because the idea is long overdue. So we will come there and we will be able to do that.
Wow.
Very, very interesting.
Wow.
It has really fulfilled my life. You know, I'm retired.
Yes.
I'm a retired teacher.
Okay.
And I'm not just languishing in the village.
I love that.
Lamenting.
Yes.
And maybe waiting for children to send me money.
Yes.
So that's what I'm doing
at
the moment.
Wow. Wow. That's so beautiful. So before even we start bringing this conversation to a wrap, now I want to ask something about this reusable pads. So Sani menunua, and I can see you have your panty over there. Very beautiful one. Yes. And so now take us through the day of using this, because sasa tuseme those that are used to disposable pads, those are the ones a majority of women in the world, not even Kenya, know.
But in the first world, people are really changing to this other side.
Tumebadilika. Wako mbele sana.
Wanaendanga mbele alafu sisi tunarudi nyuma.
Tunafuata.
But we will catch up.
We are getting there. Yeah. Yes. So now, izo disposable, you find zinaandikangwa change, don't use beyond 8 hours. So tuseme that's the longest time at any point you should have a disposable pad on. So now if you calculate the number of hours in a day, 8 hapo inaingia 4 times.
4 times or 3 times?
8.
8.
Yeah.
6.
3 times.
3 times.
3 times. Yes, so 8, 16, 24. Hesabu, guys. That's why you guys are here. She's here. She's a teacher. Yeah. So 3 times. So tuseme now this young lady has those 3 pads. Sa anazibadilisha, now those ones nitatupa pale. Hii sasa juu ni reusable. What happens? Now niko job, niko shule and it's si ya kutupwa.
Unaona hii kitu?
Yes.
Hii inaitwa wet bag.
Wet bag.
Yeah, it is waterproof.
So that's a waterproof wet bag.
So it acts as a package for it.
Okay.
So already unasi, we've cut out some plastic.
Okay.
Which we'll be reusing.
Okay.
So ukipata hii pack yako ya pads.
Yes.
Hauna periods. Enda tu kazifue kwanza.
Yes.
Wash them.
Yes.
And I have instructions on this.
Wow.
There's also an user instructions.
Very professional.
Asante. So in this one, you receive your pack.
Yes.
Wash them.
Okay.
There's no crisis, sindio?
Yeah.
Anika zikauke.
Sindio.
Pack them back.
Okay.
Now on your periods, just take one and put it nicely on your pant. The flowered side goes next to the skin.
Okay.
So you open it up just like any other pad
Yes.
that you've used.
Yes.
And then you just
Yes.
stick it inside here.
Yeah. It has wings and you clip.
It has wings and
Yeah.
clips.
So the part where others stick, this one is a clip. That's
And you
the
know
only
that
difference.
gum on those other ones are the ones which have a bad smell.
Yes, it's true.
So
Yeah.
these ones don't have perfume. They're just natural.
Yes.
So you open it as any other pad.
Yeah.
The flowered side goes next to the skin. So of course the plain part
Yes.
goes under the underwear.
Okay.
So you just click it.
You
to make
clip
yourself
it.
comfortable.
Na hii by the way kuna mali naenda, it's clipped.
It is clipped.
The gum, those disposable. I used them for 2 years only of my life, and let me tell you.
And you know me, I've
ilikuwa
dropped one on the way.
inasonga.
Because
You're not the only one. Even celebrities on stage, by the way. Those things can embarrass you.
Sasa, mi yangu nishaangukiwa mara mingi.
But
Because
pole.
there's lack of information outside there.
Yes.
When a girl starts her periods and you just give her a pad,
Yeah.
she doesn't know whether it's for sticky
Yes.
or wearing with a panty.
Even the right panty.
I don't know. I didn't know. My mother told me, Margaret, my sister, show her. Kanipatia siku hizo zilikuwa na suspenders. Sijui kama itavaliwa na panty, sijui kama itatolewa.
Pad ilikuwa na suspenders.
Ilikuwa na suspenders hivi. You've never seen those stockings with suspenders.
So it was being worn like a panty ama?
No, there are strings. There's a string that goes like this and another one like this. So you stick it at this end and this end.
Wow, that's interesting.
There was a way you used to stick like this.
I will Google that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
it was
unavaa.
Okay.
Saa mimi ninapenda mchezo. Nacheza tu huko kati.
Yes, of
and
course.
And I don't have panties. But anyway, so that's how I have to go and teach these people that.
Lazima.
Yeah.
We don't want your story to be every young girl's story.
Tunazanga standard 5.
Yes.
Tumeshafika 10-year-olds. Tukifika 10-year-olds, we start telling them.
Yes. Hey, by 8 years, some girls start menstruating.
Yes, then you start telling 8-year-olds.
Yes.
Slowly, because even some of this information can be shocking.
Sindio.
They'll go home and tell, Ati mami.
Sasa now.
Yeah, so it is difficult.
Yeah.
So you stick it.
Yes.
Then you just wear it.
And it's
now these
yeah.
ones, the materials are very comfortable and they are natural.
Yeah, and it will move with your body.
It will move with the body. You'll know how to stick it at the right place.
Yes.
You have washed, you have worn, you have taken it out.
Yes.
You fold it.
Okay.
It is wet.
Yes.
Just fold it like
okay. So you just cover the bloody part.
It doesn't dry.
And you clip
and you've
it.
Covered it.
Okay.
It covers. It
yes.
clips.
Yes.
Both ways it clips.
Yes.
So
I
this
love
is your
that.
pad.
Yeah.
Hata kama basi the worst comes to the worst, you can just hold it like this and go and stick it in your bag.
Wow.
But we already have a bag for
yes.
it. Because you took 2 pads.
And nowadays no one is stressing women. We go to the toilet with our bags. Even the systems have changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if like I left mother bag there, but I could have come inside the toilet with this one.
Yeah.
So I've changed.
Yeah.
I took 2 pads. I wore one in the morning and I feel this one is wet. Maybe it's around 1 o'clock.
Yes.
So I come and change.
And you just place it in there.
Place it in here.
I love that.
It.
Okay.
Kastaki maboys wanicheze.
Yeah.
Naweka tu
Juju, because they are not educated.
My boys there, they chase girls.
Yeah.
They're, but they don't know what they are doing.
Yeah, now they're going to know.
Because we talk to
them.
A
new generation of
these
informed
little ones,
boys.
As they're coming up,
yes.
they will come back
informed
and knowledgeable.
Yes. Yeah.
So they won't only be knowing
Yes.
things of digital. They'll know even body work.
I love that. In high school, actually, there's a boy who used to carry pads. So alikuwa mjanja. I went to a mixed system.
Yes.
Yeah. So he used to carry pads. And saa hivyo ndio alikuwa anakatia wasichana.
Anakupatia moja.
Anakuambia unatumia leo. Wacha nikupe tu. But lazima uniongeleshe 2 minutes.
Unaona ndio hiyo.
And I'm like, I loved that.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I have a sister, why should I be ashamed? He was called Walter, siezi msahau. By the way, siezi msahau.
Na hata patao kuna mamen wa period awareness.
Yes.
Wanatembeanga na pads.
Yes.
So if they see anything like that, they'll just offer.
I love that. By the way, men, if you want to be attractive, be very concerned about girls. Yes. Make them more comfortable than men before have.
Yes.
That's kama unataka, at least kama una system ingine, tumia hiyo.
Tumia tu.
Na ununue ka chocolate kidogo ya company. We go through a lot.
Because when they are going through a lot like that,
tusahau kidogo.
Girls wanasikia uchungu. Menstruation is not really painful, but the ovulation is painful.
Yes.
And then the PMS.
Yes. It can
be a lot.
And I think for every lady it's different.
Yeah.
Personally, mi niliambia cramps ziende, but that's between me and Jesus. For most women, they go through a lot. At some point, there was a time my sister slept on the couch. Akulala kwa kitanda. Alikuwa naenda choo, kitchen, couch. Because she said the way the couch is, when she bends, it's more comfortable than her bed. She said she didn't want to lie down straight. So I was so concerned. Na huwezi msaidia, and this is normal. Luckily she stopped, but then I do know ladies, yes, I know ladies who cannot go through a normal month. Hawako sawa at all.
My sister used to be like that. I
Yes.
was the opposite. I was just the ones of going to play
Sindio.
with a panty. With a pad without a panty. But anyway, that is how it is. So now you've stuck your pad, you've folded it nicely, it's in your bag. You want to go home.
Your waterproof bag. So you're not
bag.
afraid of a lot. And
no, nothing will happen.
Nasi maji, by the way, for gentlemen who don't know, blood is not water.
It's thick.
I ngukangi ho because I pia tena.
Another man told me.
Yes.
Can't you hold it?
Yes.
Nikamwambia
to hold the
period yanze baadaye.
Anyways, he doesn't know. So that was it's a good question. We're here to answer these questions. We also wish we could hold it.
You can't hold it, it just comes out.
Yeah, it doesn't ask for permission.
Yes.
Yes.
So you put your pad in the water.
Yes.
Just submerge.
Yeah, you just soak it
for 15 minutes.
Hivyo tu.
Ukisha soak 15 minutes.
Yes.
Umekuja kuoga in the evening, you have your 2 pads.
Yeah.
Remember, you have 2.
Yes.
And 2 pads to use, 2 to wash.
Okay.
When the weather is bad, it's unfortunate you need a bit more pads.
Yes.
But this is just bare minimum.
Yes, bare minimum.
So you soak it for 15 minutes, take it out. Maybe it's in the sink or in the toilet.
Yeah.
Press out the water.
Yeah.
Do that again.
Yeah.
Press out.
Yes.
Good to go.
Okay.
You'll wash. I have a celebrity who uses these pads.
Okay.
She told me, no, I just put them at night.
Yeah.
With omo.
Okay.
Na maji meja.
Okay.
Asubuhi ni kuzirinse tu zinatoka.
Okay.
Very simple.
I love, and I can see this fabric. I don't know what it is. What's the fabric on the inside? Fleece.
Yeah.
Okay.
This fleece is
it's very. This is easy to clean.
Anti-stain.
Okay. I can tell.
Yeah.
I can tell.
It's easy.
Yeah.
But don't let the blood dry on it.
Okay.
When it dries, then it stains. And you wash with cold water.
So cold water.
Yeah, hot water sticks the dye on the panty.
Okay.
On this.
Okay.
And even the panty.
So if you want to maintain the quality, cold water 15 minutes, a second time to rinse, and that's enough.
Then you just hang them. The flowered side should be next to the sun.
Okay.
Because this side we have the waterproof layer.
All right.
Which needs care. Ikikauka sana, it can break.
Okay.
So you just hang it this side facing the sun.
Okay.
But if it is not there, you can hang them.
Right.
Put a gazette on the floor and just
I love
put
that.
them. And then there's no shame. You air them.
Surely.
This is your...
You know men hawaogopi.
This is your technology. Men are not afraid.
Men hang there and everything. Sisi ndio tuna feelingi. Hey,
because of how we have been taught.
Yes,
but
society.
Now we are unteaching.
Yes.
We are removing the shame and stigma. We tell, just hang your panties. If you go to Europe, you can just find a whole line of panties.
Yes.
But me, I did that in Ushago.
Wow. Ukashtua watu.
Oh, my panties, the one I normally use, I just hang them.
Yeah.
So they ask, Mama, Ambia wachana tu nazo.
Yeah.
Just leave them.
Yeah.
I just tell them, just leave them.
Walizoea sasa.
Because I'm the only female in that house.
Now
and they know that those are my panties.
And surely where should you hang
and
them?
And I want to hang them outside in the sun so that
free
the sun
from
sanitizes.
God. From God.
Yes.
Now you want us to hide our panties in the house.
That's why in some areas we don't give them the reusable pads.
Okay.
Because they have nowhere to hang.
Okay.
But they don't want to hang them chini. Let's say in very densely populated and people are living in small houses. We had discussions with one of the teachers and just told us that's good. But we have also this other one
I love
as a
that.
good alternative.
Yes.
So once they are dry, you keep them. Ngojea next month once a time.
Yeah.
If you're heavy, you need a bit more.
Yes.
If you're average, 6 is good.
Yes.
It's a good number. It's like panties.
Yeah.
You should have at least 3 panties.
Yes.
1 to wear, 1 to wash, and 1 to keep.
Yes, an extra one.
Because you'll find yourself parading within 2 panties if you're washing your panty after bathing.
Yeah.
But you need 6 panties.
Yes.
So that in case you're in a situation, you could be saving yourself some days.
Yes.
Yeah,
and there are even those people who put in the laundry basket to clean at the end of the week or after some days.
Yes.
So you just need more.
You just need more. It's a convenience and it's a luxury. So you can treat yourself to many panties.
Yes.
Without limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is very realistic.
Then you change your panties
right.
maybe once every 6 months.
Yeah.
But if you're hanging them out to sanitize, you
they're
can
clean.
have them for as long as
for as long as they are wearable.
They are wearable.
Yeah, truly. Mimi nilifunzwa, unless you want to bless someone, don't be in a hurry to constantly buy clothes if the ones you have are working.
Yes,
for the sake of sustainability. You know, like just keep them clean, mend them so that they are presentable. And after that, Nivo. And also give away good things. Pia, that was an extra life lesson.
I send clothes.
Okay.
To the village.
I love that.
I have a ministry for widows.
Okay.
It's every August.
Okay.
We do a convention.
All right.
So we take good clothes.
Okay. Good clothes.
If you've gone through your clothes and there are 2 or 3 that you have not worn in 6 months.
Yes.
Give them out.
That was a test I was taught.
Yes.
That test, by the way, puts me to shame. Sometimes I struggle to let go. Guys, let's learn to let go.
Yeah. So that is where we are. I'm really inviting people to come and support us on Menstrual Health Day. It will really be a good day out for husbands and wives, corporate organization, people who want to give back to the society and they don't know where.
Yes.
We will be available.
Yeah.
You can find us on the web.
Right.
At Ahadi Reusable Pads.
Ahadi Reusable Pads.
Media handles. I don't know how to call them anyway.
Yeah.
But if you just look for Ahadi Reusable Pads.
Yeah.
Or Ahadi Pads.
Ahadi Pads.
Or Bethsheba Otuga.
Okay.
You'll be
Bethsheba Otuga. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able
on all the. So you're on Facebook?
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yes.
Yes. Are you anywhere else?
Twitter.
But
I hardly use them. I don't know how to use them. I'm bringing somebody to help me. Now let
that's
a
healthy problem. Don't worry, that's a healthy problem to have because you're already doing so much.
Even when they're asking me, what are your passwords? Ndio tukusaidie, sijui. So now I have to sit down with somebody. We change the passwords again.
Yes.
And then now they'll go on.
Oh, okay.
I just hope that person is coming soon.
Okay. All right. Beautiful. And is this event charged anything or is it free of charge?
We are not charging.
Okay.
But we expect you at least to buy 2 pads.
Okay.
That day we'll be selling our pads at 1,000.
Okay.
So you can buy 2 pads.
Okay.
Or 1 pad.
All right.
It will be okay because it will go to support the people who are in need.
Yes.
Who are already asking us for pads.
Yes, and that 1,000 is going to buy 2 packets.
2 packets.
So that's once you come with your 1,000 to buy a pad, whether you're keeping it or you're just buying
you can
for
take
them.
it away or you can leave it.
Yes, but for the ones that are being supported, it's equivalent to 2 packets.
Yes.
So you've been able to support 2 girls or a girl
for
who
2 years. Imagine
for 2 years.
That is 2 years. 500 will be for 2 years.
Yes, that's a lot of good work. Yes, and is there anything you want to tell people out there in society about menstrual health? Just anything. Just as a closing note.
Yeah, I've said that menstrual health should be a blessing.
Okay.
And so with the complications that women have, like cramps, sickness, headaches, let's just be able to reach out a hand,
Yeah.
because somebody might just need a Panadol or just be patted on the back and be told it will be
Yeah,
okay.
a hug sometimes.
Just a hug.
Yes.
And tell them that it's okay. And people should be aware that it is something that we cannot control.
Yes.
It starts and it will stop by itself.
Mm-hmm.
And so you should be able to let us women just menstruate peacefully and in a dignified manner. We should not be ashamed.
Yeah.
Neither should we be embarrassed or make fun of one another.
Yeah.
So if that happens, then we will be able to empower our girls. They will stay in school.
Yeah.
They will learn. They will be entering the job market at a higher level.
Yes, with
than
confidence.
dropping out with
Yes.
confidence. We'll be able to stop the border people from
taking advantage.
Those are silly men.
Yes. Please don't
take advantage of the young girls in the estate or in the school.
Mm-hmm.
And so that will be it. We'll have a better society.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Wow, this has been such an enlightening conversation. And I think we've been schooled, yeah? So in case you've never come across reusable pads before, now we've understood how you take care of your body. You know why? Also the why. And then we said green vaginas. We're looking, guys, here we talk about green spaces, green schools, green everything. Now you know you can also have a green vagina, and that just means that there are no chemicals coming close to you because of needing to take care of your menstruation. Yes. So thank you so much, Beth, for educating us and also encouraging us. Just that, understanding that in this space we still need to continue empowering women, but there are boundaries also we need to have in society, and we also need to be realistic about what kind of empowerment we're looking for. Yes, and I think from what we had talked about at the beginning of the conversation, not throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Yes, we need to be level-headed about what we are looking for in society na tusichome wenye wana empower women. Beth is empowering women, young girls, and the society, because once your daughter, your girlfriend, your auntie, your mother has access to information like this, then we're better off as a society. An educated woman nurtures and feeds the nation.
Correct.
Yes. So that is all we have. So just in a moment, we're going to listen to Mungu Halali by Blinky Bill. Yes, and we are going to end the show here today. It has been a beautiful, beautiful Monday. And kama hauna form, Mimi, I'd like to invite you to Fitness in the Word, Pale Nairobi Cinema. It's going to be just going and diving deep into the Word of God. Yeah, that's something that I'm really passionate about. So with the reconciliation at the Cross Ministry, sijui kama kuna event you want to plug them in aside from year 28th?
No, I just have that one.
Just that one. All right. So thank you so much. You guys, nimeshawapea form and we have the information. And I think this has been a beautiful Sheversation. So I'm going to see you guys on Wednesday. Thank you so much, Fev.
Welcome. Thank you.
All right.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night. Power Radio.
Nimepitia majanga makubwa, lakini Mungu halali. Ningepotea nisipatikane, lakini Mungu halali. Nasema kweli, Mungu halali. Mungu halali. Si lazima unikumbushe kuwa mimi mwenye dhambi. Najua tena sana, najijua tena sana. Si lazima useme kuwa mnyonge kweli hana haki. Naona kila siku, tunaona kila siku. Kwa neema nasimama, ila mwamba ni salama. Binadamu hanitishi, natembea kwa imani. Kwa neema nasimama, ila mwamba ni salama. Binadamu hanitishi, mimi natembea kwa imani. Nimepitia majanga makubwa, lakini Mungu halali. Ningepotea nisipatikane, lakini Mungu halali. Nasema kweli, ningepotea nisipatikane, lakini Mungu halali, nasema kweli Mungu halali Mungu halali ashajionyesha, anajionyesha, atajionyesha, ashajionyesha, atajionyesha.
From sunrise to sunset, all day and night.
Our radio.
I've been afraid of falling. So many times I found my calling. Nimewaza sana, nimeogopa kukufuata. Mnyonge wa mapenzi mie, nawaza zama zile. Natamani siturudie, natamani mvua na jua, natamani sisi kuruka. I wanna feel your tender loving, call me baby when we're fighting. That's what I really want, something that will really last for real, for real. Once so many times I've loved, I found no one like you. I felt no one like you. Once so many times I've loved, I found no one like you. I felt no one like you till I found you. Till I found you.
You make me happy, you make me smile. Like you are lie, you make me mushy. So many times I die inside. How can I run from such a feeling? I'd be crazy leaving. You're such a blessing, you give me so much light. A gift that keeps on giving, I can't deny. How can I run from such a feeling? I'd be crazy leaving. Natamani jua na mvua, natamani sisi kuruka. I wanna feel your tender love and call me baby when we're fighting. That's what I really want, something that will really last for real, for real. Once so many times I've loved, I found no one like you. I felt no one like you. Once so many times I've loved, I felt no one like you. I found no one like you till I found you. Till I found you. Till I found.
From sunrise